Oh, hi everybody, and very much welcome back today. Um, I want to show you something that many folks might not think too much of, which is giving treats to your dogs. Now, today I want to share this with you. See this? This is ground beef, and as you can see, I we get it from Safeway here on sale when it's $2.50 a pound, and it's usually on a Friday. I don't know what it's like where you are, but that's where it is, what it's like for us here, and that would be in Hilo, Hawaii. Now, I want to show you something. Dogs like mine can be triggered into, let's say, less than safe situations when this kind of thing is involved. And so I want you to explain something. Some breeds of dogs, when given raw meat, can be triggered into a more primitive state of mind. All right. And my guys, they're hungry right now. And I have taught them to be patient. I have taught them to wait for their turn. This is a big deal. Waiting for your turn is, I feel, is as important as the command wait and also their name, because it's utilized in so many different ways. So let me adjust my microphone here, and let's get to work. Now everybody knows that I've got meat here for them, and hopefully I can turn myself in such a way where you guys can clearly see what is going on. Okay, this kennel here is actually Bobo's kennel. The one underneath here, this one here, is Odie's. The reason why these are covered is so that way the dogs don't come in contact with one another. And each one of these kennels are a sanctuary for each one of my guys. I don't, it's never a thing of punishment or anything. It's basically a timeout or your place of sanctuary. The kennel on the other side over there, that is Shay's, and the one that you can't see underneath it is also Odie Modi's. So let's get on with this. Now, as you can see, these are huge pieces of meat. Um, this here is about 4.5 pounds of meat. And so what the guys are going to do, I want you to show you something that you don't normally see. So I'm cutting some of the meat here with my knife. And if you could only see these amazing faces here. Okay, let me see if I can get this stuff turned around so y'all can see a little better. All right, so my dogs have been taught wait. They've been taught not to fight over food. They have been taught that to respect each other's space, and also they have been taught not to eat out of each other's bowls. Is it a 100%? No, you can always get a dog. One of the guys are gonna do something like trying to sneak more than their share. Dogs are opportunists by nature. They're also scavengers and predators by nature. So this is something that you need to be aware of. Yes, I know you're back there. Who is that? Yes, Casey. Yes, I see you. I know I'm taking far too long. But be patient. I'm going to make sure all the doggies get some treat. All right, all the doggies get treat. Now, if you could see all these beautiful eyes looking at me, you would probably smile. There's some over on my desk, some are not. So let me get this all turned around here. Hopefully we can arrange this so you can see a little better, folks. Let me, hopefully, maybe tip it down a little. There we go. There we go. Now you can see a little better. All right. Now, are my doggies ready? Okay. So let me scoot back here a little bit so my doggies can get ready to eat. Okay. Now, all right. Who's first? How about a Peaches dog? Very good. Do note, folks, how they just simply wait. And here's one for Shay Dog. Very good. And here is a nice, good, big chunk of meat for my Princey dog. Notice there is no grabbing of the food, with the exception of this guy. Gently. Good boy. Good job. Okay. And I had this guy over here. Odie, come on over to mom. Move, move. Ready? Easy. Easy. That's my good boy. Nice job. Okay, now we have a Daisy. Good job, Daisy. Okay, hang on, guys. I'll get some more eats. And I'm cutting more of the meat up right now. So, as you can see right here, there's another good chunk. And each guy of the dogs are waiting. Now, why am I not making them work? Well, I am. The work is actually the fact that they have to wait. This is very hard. Okay, ready? Okay, Nikki. Here you go, Nikki. That's my good girl. Such a good girl. Let me adjust the camera again so you guys can hopefully get a better look. Okay. And Papa. Do note that nobody is trying to take the other dog's food. I don't allow for it. They get scolded for that. It's just not something I allow. And again, what do you allow? So we're back over here with Peaches. Nice. And the guys have also learned that they, hey, easy. There you go. Nice job. Nice job. They have also learned that everybody gets their share. Good job. Do keep in mind also that a lot of these dogs here were previously starved. So their natural instincts are to grab the food before another dog gets it. They don't always know. So they have to, this is based on trust that I'm going to make sure everybody is going to get their share. Again, this is pack leadership. Okay? It's not just about telling your dogs what to do. It's also about having your dogs trust you that you're going to do everything right. Okay, who's next? Odie is a dog that is particularly has difficulty snatching up food. And Odie is this one right here. Now, note how everybody behaves. Okay, guys, wait. Odie, this is for you. Look at that. How gently he does it. Prior to when I first got him, hey, he would have actually, there would have been a huge fight here, and he would have gulped down the meat as fast as he could get it down. And Tom, if you're watching this, I think you'll be extremely impressed with your Odie boy. There you go. There you go. And even with Pup-Up, as young as he is. Okay, so I need a Daisy. I need a Daisy right here, Daisy. Good job. Now, I also want to show you something else. I recently read on the internet, and I saw a video, that you never point to your dog because it's considered a threat, and the dogs will go on defensive. Let me show you something. When I point to my dogs, they know I am directly addressing them. Let me give you an example. Now, I also use strong facial expressions. When I get a correction, I kind of look like that. So this way, I have a clear communication with the dogs without really anything being verbal. Humans talk. Dogs read body language. And I don't know if you can tell here, but everybody has got their eyeballs on me, on what I'm doing. But do note that rather than jumping up here, trying to grab the food, they are patiently waiting. Now, all I have to do is point to the dog, and they know it is their turn. You notice that? Even though my hand went right by Pup-Pup, he did not try to take the food. Well, good. Nice. Now, this is 8 dogs, folks. If your dog is jumping all over the place, acting like a little fool and stuff, trust me, honestly, there's no excuse for it. Okay? Your dog should not be doing that kind of BS. This is my personal opinion. This is how I feel about it. Guys, wait. I need to adjust my internet cord here before it gets knocked down. And we don't get to have internet. So let me fix this. One moment. Do note that even though I'm doing this, they are patiently waiting. Okay. Now, let's see. Yes, yes. Okay, I need that door. You done. And occasionally a correction still needs to be done. Very nice. And I don't know if you can see it, but we do have tail wags here. Lots of tail wags. Okay. Now, here's a little more for you. We got to be fair. Always be fair. Yes, that's right. We got to always be fair. Yes. And the dogs have to understand that as pack leader, you always make sure everything is fair. Now, if they didn't think that I was fair, trust me, this would not be happening. I'm a very, very strong pack leader, but I always make sure each one of my dogs get everything that they need. And they understand that very clearly. You keep in mind that the age ranges here are from 15 years all the way down to about 1.5 years. Here you go, Peaches. You're good. That's enough meat for you today. And then what I will do is I will show my dogs what is left so they can see what is happening here. See there? Okay. So we're going to give you some more. And we'll give you some. And then Peppa. Odie mode. There you go, Odie mode. Easy. Good boy. Daisy Day. Very nice. And okay. Connected. Nice work. Nice work. Okay. Ready? Up. Ready, set, up. Nice job. There we go. There we go. Nice work. Nice job. Nice job. And as you can see, all this meat goes super fast between this many dogs. Okay. Now, to let them know I'm being fair, I let them see. I always show my dogs what to expect, what is going on. You know, there was no fighting. There was no barking, no grabbing, none of that stuff. Give me just a second. Let me put this away, wash my hands, and I'll be right back, folks. So that is just one of the many ways that the weight. Hi, sweetness. Hi, baby. How's my boy? How's my good boy? That is just one of the many, many ways that I work with my dogs. Uh, One of the ways that I keep my pack and myself safe. So, how did I do this? Well, it depends on which dog you're talking about. Peaches, for her, I had to encourage her to be able to eat from my hand. Sometimes she's still a little bit hesitant about eating from my hand. Remember, my dogs have all been heavily traumatized. They all suffer from PTSD in one form or another, to one degree or another. Hey, sweet boy. He's my good boy. This is a good dog. This is a good dog. This here is Prince. Prince thinks he's a pack leader when I'm not present, whether I'm in another room or whatever it might be. Okay, he has a very strong, very confident now, which was not the case in the past, a very confident personality and manner about him. And as you can see here, Princey is a happy dog. He's a good boy. Yes, he's a very good dog. Yes, he is. And you can see he's very, very attached to me. Actually, all my dogs are very much attached to me. And this is also a part, well, has a whole lot to do with me being a good pack leader. Now, this is being a pack leader. Sorry, Zacky Wacky George. The truth of the matter is, when you have a pack of dogs, you have to establish who's in charge. There is no choice about that. Just like when you have kids, when you have to establish who is in charge. If the kids are in charge, it's nothing but pandemonium. If a parent is consistent and in charge, then you have a whole nother story going on. Okay? There is usually peace, there is a consistency, there are rules, and there is structure that is involved. Now, for example, that guy right there looking at us, how sweet boy. That this black dog over here, that is Shay dog. Shay's been around. He's been with me since November of 2018. Now, Odie, I wanted to talk a little bit about Odie. Why is this really special? Well, for one, Odie would clear the room. I've done a video with his dad. Tom, I figure he's always going to be dad. Tom was the original person who had Odie. Well, the second person, the original person, was the one who did his best to try to rehome puppies, but he kind of gave up and stuck them in a bag and left them, I guess, on the curb. Uh, and all the puppies except Odie died. Tom and his mom rescued Odie, and they put thousands of dollars into saving this puppy's life. Well, uh, Tom's mom needed to return to the mainland for medical treatment, and Tom went with her. So this is basically how I ended up with Odie. Anyway, when I first got Odie, I was forewarned that he kind of guarded his food, so he's a little touchy about his food. He didn't like other dogs. You could not let him go outside without a leash on. He did not walk well, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Well, a lot of that was because, for one, that dog didn't have a leader, someone that commanded respect, someone that deserved respect, and someone that was freely given respect from the dogs. So when Odie originally got here, there was huge problems. There was a lot of fights that went on. You can tell by the scars, those white spots on him. Those are all fight marks. Okay, that's just what happens. And I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but I'm only 4'11", and I'm now officially 70 years old. And so it was me here alone dealing with all the dogs that you just saw here during a huge dog fight, several dog fights. It's kind of was an ongoing thing for a while. And of course, then it was Prince who always started the problem, because Prince was like, this is how things work. And I step in and say, no, this is how things work. Okay, so it took a while before everything settled down. And occasionally there will be a flare up now and then. So just to let you know in the future, in case you see blood somewhere. Anyway, so let's get on with this. So each dog had to learn individually to understand that they're going to get their food. They had to understand that they needed to take food from me gently. They had to understand that there is to be no fighting. They had to clearly understand that you cannot take from another dog. And they had to understand that they had to wait for their turn. They had to understand that there would be no stealing of the food. They had to understand that what is on my desk belongs to me. And everything belongs to me until I give it to you, meaning the dog. So this is why this is so special, what you guys just saw. There was a lot of steps. It was a process to teach all of these guys to do this. And for the fact that they can all sit together, no fighting, breaking out, and they all waited their turn. So guys, if you would like to know a little more about what I just did here and a little more about the details, let me know. And as I said before, I'm no longer training other people's dogs one-on-one due to my extreme back issues, but I will show you what I am doing with my dogs. I will give you information about the steps that I would about teaching my dogs what they do. And remember, guys, always, if you don't train them to do the right things without realizing it, if you are not saying no, if you are not laying down rules, if you are petting them, if you are giving them smiles, if they're talking baby talk to them, if you are not being firm and saying no means no, then guess what? You are telling your dog, yes, it's okay to do something. And very often, you guys, you reward your dogs for things that you don't want them to do without even realizing it. At some point, I will make sure I make a video here to show you precisely what I am talking about. And I know that will help you a whole lot in curbing your dog's behavior. It is all part of being a good pack leader. So, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you have a better understanding of why, when you feed 8 dogs something like raw meat, you know, this kind of thing can happen. It is possible. If you have one single dog, okay, there is no reason for your dog not to be gentle and be polite while waiting for their turn to eat. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you next time here on Master Matriarchs Canines.